looking at this tree, this mango tree, it has shed a whole lot of leaves, and these are the new leaves. The Bible talks about the leaves of the tree healing of the nation. As far as I know, the leaves from this mango tree has healing properties. It has a lot of vitamin C, has a lot of antioxidant. And so recently, the tree has gone into a process of shedding. And everything that could be shaken was shaken. And because it shed its old leaves, let me show you what the ground looked like. Filthy. These are the leaves that were shed off this mango tree. And that's what God is doing. He's shaking the nations. He's shaking us. He's shaking the church. He's shaking the nations. And what will remain will remain. So what has remained on this tree is the new leaves. You cannot take these old leaves and put them back up there. They are dead. He has to shake off some dead things off us. All of these are dead leaves that came from the tree. It's filthy. It's filthy. So God is shaking the nations. And everything that will remain will remain. God is shaking. God is cleaning the church. So imagine this tree, a tree of righteousness planted by the Lord. But even the tree of righteousness planted by the Lord, every now and then he has to shake it. He has to shed some things off us. He has to shed some flesh from us. He has to place on us the garment of righteousness and holiness. But he has to shed all this off us. Filth. He has to wash us clean. All of that dirt. And put on a new garment. Everything that has to be shaken will be shaken. And that's all over the world. And then we will get this newness of life. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. I've been washed in the fountain, cleansed by his blood, joined heir with Jesus as I travel this world. I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. But when he gets ready, he will shake the family of God. He will put new garments after he has removed the filthy garments. See, that's the shedding. The shedding. He has to shed off of us of our old ways, our old evil ways. And he has to put truth on us. Truth. The truth of the word. So I just wanted you to see what happened to my trees. So as it shed the leaves, it also shed some of its young fruit. And so I believe God. I just finished praying again. I believe God is going to bring new blossoms, even though it had already blossomed. And it's bearing fruit. But this tree has a habit of bearing twice. So I stood out here and I prayed and asked God to bring the new blossoms with the new fruit. It's amazing what God can do. Sometimes it seems as though we are at the stage where we seem as though there's no life. All we see is a dying stage. So when those leaves was on the tree, brown and dying, we would have thought that that was the end of the tree, but no. Who have seen this house in its first glory, and how do you see it now? The latter house shall be greater. than the former. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love nature. And now the avocado trees are loaded with avocados. At the same time, about 500 avocados have already dropped. What will remain will remain. And so I'm walking down here to take a look at the avocado. Wow, there's a whole lot of work out here to be done. This is the avocados. They're very small now, but in time to come, there'll be a lot of them. Last time it was about 300 because about 4 to 5,000 was on it, but what remained. So if you were to look on the ground, there's a whole lot of avocados on the ground. But what will remain, and I will enjoy it. And not myself only, but I will be calling people to enjoy it too. And so what will remain will remain. I'm looking forward to this one, this huge tree, to have an abundance of avocados. They're there, but they're hidden among the leaves. So what will remain will remain. And I certainly will enjoy